Yo, 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 Lou Too Sick. We in the lab Saturday night. It is Sunday, actually. Sunday morning, September 10th. And we just finished watching the UFC middleweight title fight, UFC 293. Sean Strickland versus Izzy Adesanya. And it happened, y'all. It happened. Sean Strickland shocking the world. He was a plus 600 underdog. And he comes in New South Wales, Israel Adesanya's home territory, and he takes home a decision victory. And it was a pretty decisive fight the whole way through. Shout out to Strickland. We were wrong in the preview. We said Adesanya will outclass Strickland, and that wasn't the case at all. The whole night, Strickland just had Adesanya confused. In the fourth going to the fifth, Adesanya at one point was just like, I can't find my jab. The jab is the most important punch in fighting, especially in a stand-up type fight that we saw. Strickland in the first round dropped Adesanya. In the fourth round, looked like he hurt Adesanya numerous times. The whole fight, he just had Adesanya confused. He had Adesanya fighting on his back foot. And shout out to Miss Sanko. Had a great night, her first night commentating a pay-per-view, and she said it. Hey, it's hard to fight on your back foot for 25 minutes, and that's what Adesanya was doing. And as the rounds kept going into the fourth and the fifth, you saw him bending a little bit, saw him getting tired, and with that, Strickland was just landing more shots. And after the fight, in a good moment, you saw Izzy Adesanya come together. He got real close with Strickland. I'm not sure what was said, but at the end of it, they ended up hugging. Both these guys did not really like each other in the build-up to this fight. So it was cool to see that. You saw Strickland get a little bit emotional. He had some good words. He's not the best talker, but he had some good words for the rest of the crowd, thanking the Australian crowd, which is a great crowd the whole night. They're real loud, screaming vulgarities. It was beautiful. Man, I think this result ended up being the best case scenario for the UFC. I was saying earlier this week that Adesanya runs the risk of clearing out the whole division. He was getting close to a point that I think Anderson Silva was at one point when he defeated Chael Sonnen. There was really no one left for him to face, so he was just like, who do I face? Who do you want me to face? So that's a little bit when him and UFC's relationship kind of went downhill. But no, now you have Strickland coming in here, taking the title from Adesanya, setting up a new rivalry. So what happens next? I think possibly, most likely, the UFC would want to do a rematch. They can sell the rematch real easy, you know. Adesanya took the first fight on short notice. Strickland came in, won. Adesanya was confused. The game plan wasn't right. Now Adesanya has a little bit more time. He can have a full training camp, come in and solve the problem and the riddle that was Sean Strickland today. If they don't want to do that, Adesanya wants some time. They said he has a full schedule, so maybe he needs some time to rest. Maybe he's just wearing himself too thin. I think there's other great matchups for Strickland, title fight wise. So you have Khamzat Chimaev there. That would be a great build up for the pay-per-view. That would be a moneymaker fight. You have Apollo Costa if he beats Khamzat Chimaev in October. That will be a great build-up. Other ones there, of course, a Robert Whittaker fight, but he's just coming off a loss. Dricus du Plessis when he heals up. But I think ultimately, and I know Adesanya, we've seen Adesanya's personality in the past, how he bounced back from losses. Adesanya wants to get right back at it. You know, I won't be surprised if we see pictures of him at the gym this week. That's just the type of competitor he is. That's the type of champion he is. Probably won't see him move up in weight. We saw what happens when he does that. So I would like to see most likely a rematch coming up next. But overall, good card for the UFC. A good card for Australia, North South Wales. And that's two big international cards for the UFC. 2 weekends in a row. A great way to end the summer. Farewell to summer. Coming on up now for the next few weeks, we'll have Ultimate Fight Night happening next week. That is September 16th, and that's the rematch between Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko. There's some other good fights on that card, so that's a really good fight card to watch. You'll have Raul Rosas. He's coming back. He's trying to bounce back from a loss. He'll fight Terrence Mitchell. Then you have Kevin Holland. He'll fight Jack Della Magdalena. And that's a rescheduled fight that was supposed to happen a few weeks back. Didn't happen. Jack got injured. Then the next big event is, of course, October 21st. That is UFC 294. That's the rematch, Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. You also have Hamza versus Paulo Costa, like I said in the past. So a good farewell to the summer there for the UFC. Looking like a good fall going into the end of the year. And then, of course, we have John Jones and Stipe Miocic coming up. So really good card tonight. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys thought about the card. And I thank y'all for watching. Keep joining the journey, and let's keep chopping it up on these fights. Appreciate y'all.
Every time I wake up, shit feel the same. Got a million thoughts and they weighing on my brain. Sipping on my favorite liquor just to ease the pain. Cause I feel like I'm crazy and desperate need to change. Making plans to move and talking state to state. Talking pounds of haze, medical high grade. Look how my eyes stay, what more can I say? How dare a nigga tell me that this rap won't work?